the core thing about my presentation is I want to explain the audience how great it will be to go into the global business and integrate themselves into the global e-commerce with eBay. So the first thing is many businesses are very much locked in the local markets. The first advice will be to start going and start thinking globally. And if you do that, please put enough attention to that business. I have a lot of examples of quite successful sellers on eBay, but when I look at their local existing business and eBay business, there is much more we can do together to grow both local and global presence. So that's the first one, start being global. The second thing is I think that a lot of e-commerce players at the moment is feeling that global is coming to the country. Yeah. So the first advice was going from a country into the world. Now it's like global is coming to the country. eBay, other Chinese marketplace, other European American marketplaces are coming into that. So the second thing is start considering this not as a threat but as an opportunity. In eBay we're starting to play a lot with what's called distributed commerce, when we potentially can give out our whole, like probably the world's largest inventory to the local players, so we can help you grow and we can compete with other global players and basically grow your business and we grow together. The third thing is focus on how you serve your buyer, and that's very pragmatic. It's not a theoretical advice, it's very pragmatic advice. A lot of buyers, especially in the countries where demand is located at the moment, want to have a product for free delivery, fast delivery, easy returns, which means that there is no chance you can compete from Romania with the players who are sitting in, for example, US, where the most demand is concentrated. So what I'm seeing from the player across my region, and I'm responsible for 100 markets basically in Europe and Nordics and Africa, the fastest growing sellers are usually moving their items into the country of the buyer, and this is how they can fulfill the order in 2-3 days, accept free returns and make a free shipping, and they are growing like hell, very, very, very fast. The fourth thing is probably the one is to understand how your supply is competitive to the global market, basically what you sell. And the fifth thing is when you start competing with when you go into the global marketplace as a business, you start competing with the global players out there, and I'm meaning that you probably heard about that a lot. The Chinese sellers, like other European sellers, American sellers. So basically it's the chance to think of how your financial infrastructure, how your new product development infrastructure is working with that. I can give you the one example of one seller from Hungary who was designing and producing motorcycle parts, and he said that when he started to go global, he immediately started to be copied by Chinese sellers. The thing is that he said that it's okay. It's not a threat. I'm going global. It's okay. And I started to design the new parts just faster. So if he started with 20 SKUs, now he has 1,070 SKUs. He's still growing his business. He's successful, but it's a different approach to financial and NPD cycle. Two things. There are global trends which defines e-commerce globally, and there are fundamentals. So the global trends are artificial intelligence, everybody is saying about that, probably augmented reality and virtual reality, changing of keyboard inputs and this typing, we have all problems with the big fingers now, with this typing into the voice search. That's one thing. The other thing is fundamentals. Before we go into artificial intelligence, let's see if our logistics is working right, do we have enough fulfillment centers, do we have our path to the consumers, guarantee to consumers, supply to consumers built in the right way that we can sustain and develop in compete in global e-commerce. So first of all, I'd love to come back to Romania, and this is not the first time. And I'm usually amazed by the quality of the conference you guys producing. So that's amazing to see. The second thing is the topic is very much resonates to me, because if I'm considering haute couture, yeah, it means something which is not made in garage, yeah, but something which is 2 levels up. And this is the theme of my work at eBay at the moment, is how I can take the amazing and fast-growing seller base at eBay and make them more professional with the more professional tools like warehouses, like logistics, like local support, like more advanced export tools. So I think that's a great topic, how we become more professional, and that's why more competitive, and how we can grow together. It's not just plans, it's reality. So first of all, when we started to do this business like a couple of years ago, and basically that's when I started to lead the team who is in charge of Romanian business as well. First we built our local presence in terms of local language support, understanding the listings in Romanian language and translating them into the different multiple languages. We are now thinking on the plans of really localizing in the local language the whole export selling hub, so the sellers can start even much more easier in Romania to start selling globally. So that's like what is in work right now. The second piece, when we say about e-commerce, there is a joke that probably the only player who is earning on e-commerce is the logistics. Yeah, so we're integrating a lot now with logistics, and we're doing this in Romania and plus across the Eastern Europe. To start to give the sellers access to better, cheaper, and more integrated into eBay logistics option. So that's the plan for this year, and we see how it goes. Plus, we interact a lot with the local players. We see what are the problem and what the opportunities are, and I hope to solve most of them during this year.